What's up, y'all? It's your boy Game27, and once again, thank you for joining my channel. Today, just want to let y'all know that the Reboot podcast has been canceled for tonight, but we're going to reschedule for next week. But it was a few topics that I did want to talk about in the podcast, and I'm not gonna talk about it in this video. I'm probably just talk about one thing that I really want to talk about. And next Sunday, I'm gonna drag along a couple of subjects, and we're gonna talk about that. But this is really what I wanted to talk about. Is all of a sudden the E3 is irrelevant. Since Nintendo is pulling out. I get it's a lot of these fanboys or Wii U fans out there that's basically damage controlling the fact that Nintendo don't need to go to E3. They don't need to have a mainstream audience, watching them or whatever. That it just doesn't make sense. They will bend over backwards for Nintendo. They will basically fucking take that Nintendo cock all the way up in that mouth, or just all the way up in that booty hole. That's just how I see it. They don't see the stupidity that Nintendo is doing, like me or a lot of these real Nintendo fans are seeing. And I see a whole bunch of outcry in the gaming community. There's a lot of upset Nintendo fans, but the deal with this is that there are a lot of Nintendo fans out there that still find ways to justify the fact that they don't need to have an E3. They don't need to showcase their games, whatever, to the mainstream audience or to the media or whatever. It just doesn't make sense. So this is why the Wii U have failed dramatically, because it did not appeal to the mainstream audience. Nintendo failed to market the system. A lot of people still don't know what the hell a Wii U is. They still think the Wii U is the gamepad is an accessory to the Wii of last generation. Like I said, a lot of people still don't know what the hell a Wii U is, and that's the fault of Nintendo. And with E3 is coming around the corner, millions of people is watching, and Nintendo is basically running away. And that's why a lot of people said this is a big mistake. But like I say, you got a lot of these Nintendo people, fans, I don't know what you want to call them, or fanboys out there saying fuck the mainstream, fuck the media. I'm a ride and die with Nintendo, whatever they do. I'm 100% behind them. But just going by Nintendo's track history these past couple of years, why do you want to continuously and fall behind the continuous stupidity that Nintendo is still doing? Just so stupid. I know the NX is supposed to be coming out next March, and of course E3 is going to be in June. So how the hell can you showcase the NX in front of millions and millions of people and a lot of media people that's going to be watching? Because they want to know, the fans wants to know. So this little separate event Nintendo is doing, how is this going to help the cause? I still don't understand. This is the biggest gaming convention day of the year, E3. Yes, it's like I said, it's the Super Bowl of gaming, and Nintendo is pulling out. And they only showcasing one game. It's gonna be one playable game at E3, and that's Zelda. Yes, I am a huge fan of Zelda. I can't wait till the game comes out. But I'm also a Nintendo fan at the same time, and I want more than one game. And like I say, when the NX coming out in March, why is the reveal of the NX not showcased at this E3? Even though the console is not ready, but just give us some kind of snippet of the deal. Just give us a glimpse of how it looks. Just tell us what kind of games is coming on the system. You don't even have to showcase the game. Just give us something. Throw a bone. Let the fans know that we did not forget you, because this kind of arrogancy that Nintendo is doing is going to bite them in the ass more. And this, what I'm saying is, I'm starting to see the same pattern of what Sega been through. And even though the Dreamcast was a beast of a system, the NX might be a beast of a system. You never know. But whenever it comes out, how do we know that the system is going to be a success? We don't know, because a lot of fans that has a Wii U right now feel that they have been, sabotaged. They feel that they can't trust Nintendo no more. That's why Sega pulled out the console market, because they basically killed the trust, with their fan base. And right now, a lot of Nintendo fans don't trust Nintendo no more, or ex-Nintendo fans. And whenever this NX comes out, how do we know that it's going to be a success? This is basically what I'm saying. The Sega Saturn and the Wii U is kind of similar because it was out for like 3 years, 4 years. Then that's when the next console came out. This is kind of the same pattern. And even like I say, even though the NX might be a success, it might still won't appeal to the mainstream audience because the mainstream audience don't trust Nintendo no more. They are tired of Nintendo's bullshit, and what Nintendo still want to do what Nintendo wants to do is just, I don't see a really good future with the Nintendo console brand. I'm not saying Nintendo is going to go out of business because they are still banking a lot of money, but as far as the hardware business, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the hell is their future plans. But this E3 mess, it's just it's ludicrous on why are they doing this, and it's ludicrous that a lot of these fans are still defending this. It's ludicrous that we got people that's in their late 20s or 30s or even 40s still basically damage controlling this shit. I understand if you are a teenager or you're a small child, if you like maybe between 6, 7, or maybe 16 or 17 years old, I understand because you did not live through the Super Nintendo or the NES or Nintendo 64 or maybe the GameCube. If you're a teenager, you was probably born during the GameCube era. But as far as what Nintendo used to be, this is basically comparing night to day. And if you are a grown ass man in your late 20s, 30s, or 40s, and you still can't basically look at what Nintendo is today, then you are an idiot. You are just a corporate cocksucker. You are a fucking cheerleader to this damn company that does not even pay your bills. You will bend over backwards and take that cock all up in your ass because, like I say, there is no comparisons. There is none. And this bullshit, what Nintendo is doing right now, is fucking bullshit because like the hype is dead. The NX hype is dead. You got these Nintendo hype channels like Obi-Wan Plays. He's basically telling how it is. Like he's a Nintendo channel that he will basically talk positively about Nintendo because he loves their games. But like I say, he will tell it like it is because what Nintendo is doing is stupid. It is stupid. And like I left a comment on this channel. I was like, man, I see a pattern here. It's gonna be another Sega Saturn situation. The Wii U is the Sega Saturn, and the NX is going to be the Dreamcast, and that's it. That is it. Nintendo is gonna be gone, dead, buried. I don't care how beast of a system this is. I don't care how good of a system that the NX is going to be, because it's going to be another Dreamcast. The Dreamcast around that time was ahead of its time with the online and all that. Hell of games. I love it. One of the best consoles that ever came out, but it failed because the trust was dead. Nobody didn't trust Nintendo no more. So how the fuck can Nintendo fans trust Nintendo after what they pulling with this Wii U situation? I don't know, but it is what it is. And with this E3 becoming all of a sudden irrelevant, y'all Nintendo fans that's defending this is irrelevant because you're scum to me. You're not a Nintendo fan. You are a Wii fan, not a Nintendo fan. Now stop saying I'm a Nintendo fan, and you can't even freaking remember what Nintendo used to be like or what they used to look like, because you basically making us real Nintendo fans look like shit, and you giving us a bad name. Anyway, guys, y'all just give me y'all thoughts and y'all opinions about Nintendo and these fanboys, or I don't even call them fanboys no more, to be honest. I'm gonna call Wii fans, Wii or Wii U fans, because they're not Nintendo fans. Because if they was Nintendo fans, then they would know the comparisons, how Nintendo used to be and what they are now. Yeah, that's just basically how I gotta say about that. But like I say, man, with this whole entire situation with Nintendo pulling out of E3 and making their little separate event, I still think it is a mistake, because that's you basically running away from millions of viewers, millions of people, more media attention, and other stuff to basically hype up their new console with the NX. They are basically They basically killed the hype of this. They basically just put a dagger in a lot of these Nintendo fans' hearts, because a lot of them feel defeated. A lot of them just feel they feel depressed, and a lot of them feel that Nintendo is basically on the path of Sega, and that's just how I feel right now. And this is basically coming from a Sega fan. I used to really be a fan of Sega, and I see a pattern. It's what's going to happen. But y'all just give me y'all thoughts and y'all opinions about this situation as a whole. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and once again, this is your boy Gamertag, and have a good day.